Hey guys, welcome back to Joy Buzzer, and for those of you watching on Jeremy's channel, welcome back to Jpocolypse 2. And today, something a little bit different. We're not gaming, we're building a gaming computer. So guys, I've been really excited about this. Been thinking about this for a couple months. Went on vacation, didn't get to build this before that, but finally the time is now. It's January 5th, 2016. That's weird saying 2016, but let me start out the new year with this PC build. We're going to start out by talking about this nice new case, and then we're going to list off the other components, and we'll have Jeremy talk about all of those. So, took a little while to figure out what case I wanted. It's got to be big enough to have everything in it. It's got to have all of the cool window. You can't see it, but
You'll see it later.
Yeah, you'll see it later. Lit up. It's got to have all of the features. Now,
the bells and the whistles and
the bells and the whistles, and then some. Yes, and then I'm going to add some too. We're both going to add some. That is.
And we're going to show you how we did it.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Anyway, I'm going to talk about why this case. Well, first of all, you can't really see it that well, but it's very aesthetically pleasing.
And nice and roomy.
Yes, it is very roomy.
Unlike
it's a
mine,
full tower.
you can't see behind Lincoln.
It's a full tower. It's, approximately 21, 22 inches tall, and very wide. Very roomy. It's got plenty of room in the back for some cable management. It's just generally an all-around good case for the cost. Now, without the rebate, it cost me around $110, something like that, but with the rebate it was like $75. So good deal on a great case, and we'll talk about that later, why it's a great case. But up here we've got two USB 3.0s and two USB 2.0s. We have a fan controller and some other buttons, some other interfaces. We've got a microphone
Input
jack, yeah, and a headphone jack up here as well.
You can't see this now, but we'll point this out again later when we have the overhead view and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So you will get to see that. Just hang on. Hold
Yep.
on to your horses.
Otherwise, it's just very roomy, and I really appreciate that. This is, it's a case from Asa. It's their Nova 8000 Black. And
Or B, the 6000B.
Yes.
Is what the model is.
8000.
8000? Okay,
Yes.
8000B. We're going to start out with this. The heart of it all. The Asus Sabertooth 990 FX. Now, this is actually an R2 and an R1 box, but that doesn't matter. Yeah. So this thing, it has an AM3 Plus socket, which will take our nice 8-core AMD FX 8350 Black Edition CPU. Lots of power in there. So yeah, this is the heart of it all, and I've been using it in this computer. You don't know how you can see it, but I've been using it since like Christmas Day of 2012, and it's been awesome. No regrets. Okay, the graphics card. We have a GeForce GTX 750 Ti. It's a good entry-level gaming card. It won't do everything on Ultra, but it's better than what I started out with. I started out with a 520. Okay, now for our storage-wise, we have, for our main drive, a crucial 250 gigabyte SSD, nice and fast. What?
It was crucial. It was
Yes.
crucial to the build.
Yes.
Actually, it was an afterthought, but that was because of all of the rebates that I got.
It was an upgrade purchased early.
Yes. And here we've got a 1 terabyte Western Digital hard
Non-HHD.
drive.
Yes. You're the non-SSD.
Yes.
But yeah. So this is slower, but it's nice and it's a lot cheaper per gigabyte. So Western Digital, because, well, I like them and they're fairly reliable. And I picked out the parts. Okay. And a wireless driver, or card, because, well, he wants Wi-Fi. Wire's better, but hey, I use Wi-Fi too, so can't really say too much. And now, to power it all, we have what he was trying to hurry up and get to. We have the EVGA 750 watt power supply, or the Next 750G. So yeah, nice. It's modular, like completely modular. So yeah, for nice cable management and all that other good looking and performing stuff. So yeah. Although this will be hiding kind of in the bottom of your case, where
Yes.
I don't know how well you'll see it, but it's there and you'll know it because the computer will work. And now, nothing special for the disk drive, just any old drive. Like I have an LG Asus, well I like Asus, or Asus, depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Asus is more exotic sounding, so I'm going to say it that way.
But I always say Asus, and that's just the way I...
Well, I do too, but if I'm thinking about it, I'm going to say Asus.
By Asusus.
Asusus.
You know, it's just your normal DVD burner drive, nothing fancy, no Blu-ray, but it'll get the job done.
Yeah.
See here, is there anything else? Okay,
There's
yes, of course.
The cool.
To keep the CPU cool, because when you're running this much power, like 4 gigahertz, 4.2 max turbo with 8 cores and 125 watts, it's going to put off some heat.
8 cores, people.
Yes, 8 cores. Now, yes, that's not as impressive as it was when I built mine, but that's not the point. Because when I built mine, this was the best there was as far as what AMD had. Yes, Intel has better, I'll admit that, but performance per dollar wise, AMD all the way.
And we're not building an ultimate PC.
That we're not sponsored, so this came out of our pocket.
Yes, out of my pocket. Thank you very much.
I had to pay to send in your rebates. I had to pay my mom for the stamps. So we got a nice 5-year guaranteed to be maintenance-free hydro cooler, the H60 from Corsair. So I've been using one of mine. It's a little bit older version, but it's the same model essentially. This one just has the magnetic clips, so it should be easier to install than it was for mine. But mine is pretty easy, so it should be a piece of cake. We'll find out if that's actually the case, though.
I like cake.
Yes, me too. And then to sum it all up, we have some Corsair Vengeance, 1866 megahertz, 8 gigabytes, it's 486, DDR3 RAM. Yes, I know DDR4 is out now, but I don't care. We went with DDR3 because I don't think there's even anything AMD that can use DDR4. And who needs that much speed anyways? Speed is not always the best. Okay, it is.
Especially when you're talking about drugs.
Okay.
Speed, you know.
Okay, whatever. Moving on. Would you like to explain the bling bling?
You may have noticed that this is actually a tinted window. So to be able to see exactly what's in there, all the wonderful, powerful stuff in this
military
computer.
grade, aerospace grade stuff too.
Yes.
Can't forget that.
We have the NZXT Hue RGB LED controller.
With included LEDs.
Yes. And this bay that you see right here will be installed in the front in the 5 1/4 bays.
Like everything else, you'll see that later.
Yes. And the LEDs will just be simply installed in there. And that's really all we have for the parts. Let's get started on the build. Aren't you guys excited?
I know I am.
I am too. I get to use this.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the first part of the concussion build guide. Stay tuned for more videos later on in the week as we progress through the build.